So we all know that it's inevitable that Jimmy Butler is going to get traded from the Miami Heat. This relationship is too destroyed for him to be on the Heat after the trade deadline. But what if? What if Pat Riley is too stubborn to trade Jimmy Butler and there's no good offer on the table? Yeah, today's video we're going to be doing a what if scenario. What if the Miami Heat do not trade Jimmy Butler and they try to get him a ring in South Beach? Because they couldn't win a title in 2020, they couldn't win one in 2023. We are going to try to win one in Jimmy's final years of his career. He may not have many good years left. He may only have 2 to 3 more years total in the NBA, but this Miami Heat team is kind of gross right now with weird contracts. Like Terry Rozier has been extremely disappointing since getting traded to the Miami Heat, and he's making $25 million a year. Duncan Robinson, fine specialist three-point shooter, but overpaid, making around $20 million a year. Now, Tyler Hero has been the best player on this team. He's been a borderline all-NBA player this year and should make the all-star team. But Bam Adebayo has been way too disappointing for the amount of money he's getting paid and what he was supposed to mean to this team in the post-Jimmy Butler era. We are not seeing that this year. Kevin Love's 36. Alec Burks has been serviceable for them, but he is 33 years old on a veteran minimum. Jaime and Jovic have been playing better since Jimmy eventually got suspended. Same with Kel'el Ware. But now Jimmy came back, and it is weird, and who knows, like maybe when you guys see this video, he's going to get traded the same day. But we are going to try to win a title with Jimmy. I'm going to leave injuries on. We'll see how that affects this. And I'm excited, though, because you know what? I think Tyler Hero was the main guy that was going to be traded for Donovan Mitchell or for Damian Lillard, and now he's pretty valuable. Like, Tyler Hero is having an elite season. Could I trade Bam Adebayo in this video? I'm not sure. I actually got offered a interesting trade from the Chicago Bulls. I'd get off of Terry Rozier's $25 million next year. I just have to attach a second and not get Lonzo Ball. I may actually go back to that deal. And we are 25-22. Do I think we could run the table in the East? I mean, the odds aren't very high with the way Cleveland is playing this year, and you have Boston, New York. Honestly, like a healthy Orlando, I think would beat us in the playoffs. Maybe I'll take if I ever got a locked in Jimmy Butler again against Indiana, Atlanta. I mean, he's beaten Milwaukee in the past. I think we could beat Detroit. It's just, I don't know. Like, could we beat New York, Boston, and Cleveland? We'll see. All right, I want to see if I could work out this trade with the Chicago Bulls. I'd be sending them Duncan Robinson, Terry Rozier. It will hurt, but I will have to trade away Pelle Larson in this deal and a future second. I'd be getting Patrick Williams and his not-so-good-looking contract. I'd get Lonzo Ball, and I'd get Chris Duarte. They're going to counter, you want Jaime Jaquez? Yeah, you're not getting Jaime Jaquez. I don't know why Patrick Williams has 2.5-star trade value. I guess we're not getting him. All right, I don't know if they're going to say yes to this, but could I move Alec Burks, Josh Richardson, and I'm sorry, Kevin Love, I know you probably want to be here still, but could I get Simone Fontecchio from the Pistons and B-Ball Paul? I know this isn't a crazy move, but at least it gives us like $7.6 million that I can move next year or in the offseason. They're going to agree to that. All right, that is a good trade for us. It gives us possibly another score, and we're buying Loan Fontecchio, and Alec Burks, a former Piston, can help them out offensively. So first things first, I am moving Terry Rozier to the bench. We're going to go Tyler Hero and Jimmy Butler with the starting backcourt. I'm going to start, I think, Hayward Highsmith at the 3. And then I'm going to start Nikola Jovic at the 4, which is going to allow me to play Jaime Jaquez as the 6th man. Duncan Robinson and Rozier are probably both gone in the offseason. Kel'el Ware is going to stay as the backup center, getting around 14 minutes a night. I think I'm going to give Fontecchio some run time over Pelle Larson, 13 minutes a night there. And we're going to see how this team can operate. I think, honestly, the way Rozier and Robinson are playing, yeah, let's get more minutes to Nikola Jovic. And this is what we're going to rock with throughout the rest of the season. Our pick is water protected, so remember that. If we do not make the playoffs, we're able to keep our first round pick. If we make it, though, it goes to OKC. I low-key don't want to make the playoffs. All right, so this team is going to make the playoffs. I think we end up 45-37. Nikola Jokic drops a 28-point triple-double. Alex Star Rookie of the Year. And yeah, let me know in the comments. Where do you guys think Jimmy Butler is going? Do you think he's getting traded? Or do you think it's like unlikely he ends up getting moved? Because will a team give up valuable assets for him? He could be a free agent at the end of the year. He's getting up there in age. I know he wants to go to Phoenix, but that means Bradley Beal's got to go to Miami. And why would Miami want Bradley Beal's contract? And you also need Bradley Beal to waive his no trade clause. So there's so many deciding factors for Jimmy Butler to end up in Phoenix. Bam, a bad year to his standards for his quality of play. Do I trade Bam? I don't know, man. I don't know, Jim. Maybe we end up doing that as we're going to be taking on the Pacers in round number 1. Oh my God, we ended up as the 4th seed. So I guess it was a good idea benching those guys, but we did lose Jimmy Butler for 1 to 2 weeks, so he may not even play for us in the playoffs. Tyler Hero balled out this year, man. Should have made an All-NBA team. I don't think he did. Did 2K get him in the All-Star game? He ended up not getting anything this year, unfortunately. He was second team All-Rookie in 2020. Damn. Rozier, I would like to not play in the playoffs too much, but we'll see. I'm hoping next year, like, we'll have Robinson and Rozier off this team. So with no Jimmy Butler, that means I think I'm going to start Duncan Robinson just because I trust his shot over Rozier. We did have to sign somebody that ended up being Pat Bev. So let's get these guys in there. B-Ball Paul, you can get like 10 minutes tonight. I'm going to go. I would like to play Khalil Ware, who showed some promise. And did we trade Bam if we got him? Oh, yeah, great. Jovic is hurt as well. So we're going to play these guys a ton. Like, Hero, you're getting 40 minutes tonight. Oh, my God. This is literally going to be like Boston. It's going to be like Boston, Miami 2.0. Indiana's going to destroy us. All right, so game number 1. We end up losing to Indiana, 106-96. Siakam drops 21. I mean, I'm not surprised. Hero 0 of 8 from 3, 4 of 16 from the field. Game 2, we end up winning this one, 113-110. 24 from Hero, 19 from Highsmith, 16, 14, and 6 from Bam. All right, can we win game 3? I don't know if we're going to get Jimmy back soon, as Halliburton drops 36. We only scored 87 points. 4 of 13 for Hero. Like, what is he doing as the number 1 option? Yeah, Indiana's clamping him up. I mean, if we look at here, okay, Jimmy should be back soon. And Nikola Jovic is going to... Oh, he's done for the playoffs. He broke his right ankle. Game 4, we do win this one without Jimmy. 195. There we go, Bam. I need you to step up like that. Game 5, we get Jimmy Butler back. Let's go. And I accidentally simulated the game without Jimmy Butler back in the lineup, but we won. We won 130-113. Bam and Tower Hero combined for 61 points. Game number 6. Can we win this one? Yes, we can. So we win a playoff series. We're not getting our first round pick this year. We know that. But Jimmy drops 28 points as we're going to advance to round number 2 to take on the Orlando Magic. The Orlando Magic. They just beat the Cavs in 7. Oh my God, the 1-seeded Cavs. I'd be so pissed if I were them. Damn. All right. Battle of Florida here in round number 2 as we win game 1, 127-124. Did my Simone Fontecchio trade really change too much? And he's not even playing for us right now. He's getting DNPs. Ware's getting DNPs. Because B-Ball Paul's low-key been, like, really good for us in the playoffs. And this team is working, man. Like, Hayward Highsmith just dropped 16. All right, we had a chance to go up 3-0. They end up winning game 3. Can we win game 4? Yes, we can. We're up 3 games to 1. 121-105. 30, 13, and 5 for Bam. 3 blocks as well. 25, 4, and 9 for Hero. Game 5. Can we win this one? Bang! We're in the conference finals. A rematch of the 2023 Eastern Conference semifinals. Heat and the Knicks. And then you have a rematch of the 2024 Western Conference semifinals, Nuggets and Timberwolves. I feel like it's going to be Knicks and Wolves, but we'll see if we can play spoiler as we end up losing by 34 to the Knicks in game 1. All right, let's see game number 2. That goes to the Heat. All right, 101-97. Hero with 23, Butler with 23, Robinson with 19. Game 3 goes to New York. I mean, hey, we can almost get back to the NBA Finals. We're down 3-1. Now I wish I kind of bought a little bit more at the deadline. Like, we made it to the ECF without Jovic, without Jimmy throughout the first 5 games of round 1. And I didn't make any trades. So we did lose in 5. Maybe us going to the ECF, Jimmy's like, all right, I'll opt in. Because I think he will. He usually doesn't opt out. But you guys better make some moves in the offseason. As we're going to see Cat and Ant. Like I said, it was going to be Knicks and Wolves. And the Wolves swept them. Oh my God. Randall against his former team. There's a chance he gets traded in real life. But in this save, he puts up 33.5, 8.5, 5.5 on like great shooting splits as they sweep the Knicks. There goes LeBron, Chris Paul. Okay, so at least Jimmy, like, he's not retiring, and we can override his retirement when he does, as Russ, LeBron, and CP3 head to the Hall of Fame. Unfortunately, we do lose our first round pick, but I don't know if I would look to trade next year's first rounder to get it back this year, as that Bucks pick ended up going to number 1. The Bucks missed the playoffs. Oh my God, that's from the Bridges trade. That pick's been moved around a ton. So we have to give OKC our first round pick. They're at 21. And shout out for Charlotte, like to Charlotte getting a first round pick from Miami for Terry Rozier, which is basically lottery protected in 2027. And then it becomes unprotected in 2028. All right, so do I make a major move right now? Do I make a big splash here on draft night? Do I move Tower Hero? Do I move Bam Adebayo? All right, this is a trade I'm going to do. The Knicks did just lose in the NBA Finals with him, but I'm going to offer them an out on the OG Anunoby contract because 2K, it doesn't age very well. I'm going to give them Pele Larson, and Terry Rozier's expiring. We're getting OG Anunoby. This is a massive risk. This is something I don't normally do, but I think I got to take chances in this rebuild. And we are going to get OG Anunoby to be on the perimeter with Jimmy Butler going forward, which is going to be pretty sweet. So we didn't draft anybody, unfortunately. The Nets take Cooper Flagg with the number 1 pick. Ace Bailey goes 2 to Charlotte. Dylan Harper 3 to Portland. Trey Johnson 4 to Washington. And Derek Queen 5 to Utah. The Thunder with our first round pick. I believe it was here at 21. They get Nolan Traore, or it was there at 23 with Ian Jackson. Jimmy opts in. We're picking up the team options on Jovic and Jaime Jaquez. I don't know how I feel about that trade, like the Anunoby trade. I really don't. It feels weird right now. I kind of regret it already. And I'm going to trade Duncan Robinson, Simone Fontecchio, and 2 second-round picks to the Washington Wizards for Corey Kispert. They are going to agree to that. So I think Kispert is a slight upgrade over Duncan Robinson and what that caliber player could be for us. I'm going to hopefully sign Scottie Pippen Jr. and Vince Williams Jr. from the Memphis Grizzlies. I think those would be elite pickups for us. I don't know if it's going to allow me to sign both. Let's go. And then I'm going to try to get all of the basically Memphis Grizzlies, J Huff, and then I'm also signing Campaign as well, just in case injuries happen. All right, play progression. Hero is our highest overall at 87. Jimmy does regress down to an 84. He's getting up there in age. Jaime Hawkins goes up, which is nice. A lot of these guys go up as well. And you know what I think a bright side of the Anunoby deal, as long as he doesn't like flat out suck throughout the first half of the year, I was able to leverage Rozier and Pele Larson to get somebody making $40 million, which, hey, I can attach that in a big deal at the deadline if we're able to pull off something like that. All right, so this is what the rotation is going to look like to start off the year. It's going to be a bench unit of Jaime, Scottie Pippen Jr., Kispert, Highsmith, and Ware. We're going to have a starting 5 of Hero, Butler, Anunoby, Jovic, and Bam. Some good offense, some good defense in there. I think this is a really good team. We're 4-star pace and space. What are we defense? I mean, we did add OG. But Hero and Jovic aren't good. All right, so we'll stick at pace and space for now. I'm going to hope OG Anunoby isn't like the most inefficient player of all time, because sometimes I see that happen here in 2K, but we're going to hope that it's going to be a little bit better for us. We start off the season with a dub against the Clippers. OG drops 21 points, but he goes 50% from 3, but 6 of 17 from the field. But hey, I guess a win is a win. And we beat Boston, and we lose to Cleveland by 2. All right, I would say that's a respectable start to the year. OG goes 3 of 17. Great. Great. And then against Boston, how do you perform here? 8 of 16. All right, this is brutal. As Bam Adebayo tears his right bicep, he's out 2 to 4 months. I guess there is like an interesting part about this, because now I can see Kel'el Ware start at the 5 spot. This is why you get some depth. We're going to have J Huff there as the backup 5. But yeah, let's see what Kel'el Ware can do as a starter for the next 2 months. All right, so here at the trade deadline, we are 31-20. And I think we're in a good spot right now. We have a 4.1 point differential, which is better than New York, better than Indy, but pretty much less than half of what Cleveland has right now, which is concerning because we have to be at that level if we want to win a title at the end of the year. Our leading scorer is Tyler Hero, who's averaging 21.5 points, 5 rebounds, 4.5 assists, 51, 42, 85 splits. He's been incredible. Bam is averaging a double-double, still can hit threes. I may just tell him to stop taking them altogether. Jimmy is showing why he's a 36-year-old now. OG's averaging 14 points and 4 rebounds. The efficiency isn't terrible. It's not good, but it's not terrible. And if we did want to maybe entertain the idea of trading OG, I don't think that would be impossible. Corey Kispert shooting 40% from 3. Jaime Hawkins is shooting 34% from 3, averaging 10 points per game. And Nikola Jovic, 42% from 3. He's a free agent at the end of the year. I actually think I don't mind being very active at the deadline if we want to switch up this team, because Jovic is hitting free agency. Jaime will be one at the end of next year. Like, those guys we could try to sell high on right now. We could look to move OG as well. As Michael Porter Jr. and Jamal Murray are on the trade block, I wouldn't mind going after Jamal Murray, because I kind of would like to move Hero back to the shooting guard spot and have him be like a really good combo guard there. We could look to trade for Pascal Siakam if we wanted to do that. I don't know why. They're like 10 games above 500. I don't know if that'd be wise. They're 30 games above 500. The Timberwolves, all right. I don't know why they'd want to move Randall and Gobert, and they won it all last year, so clearly it's working. And yeah, we are going to be doing this blockbuster trade with the Denver Nuggets. We are giving them OG Anunoby and Nikola Jovic, as well as a 2030 second-round pick. I'm getting Jamal Murray, who's been good offensively this year, and I'm also getting Julian Strother in this deal as well. The Denver Nuggets are going to agree to that. It hurts trading away Jovic, but he was going to be a free agent at the end of the year. And Scottie Pippen Jr. has been very good for us as a backup point guard. So I would still like to get like a traditional power forward on this team. Is there any way I can move Hayward Highsmith, Vince Williams, and a first-round pick for Jarris Walker? Please do this. Damn it. 2 first-round picks is a lot. I mean, I could throw in Jaime Hawkins, and they'd probably do this. I could reroute Julian Strother instead of like Hayward Highsmith, right? No. What's the money thing here? We'd acquire 440K more than allowed. So I could do Strother, Highsmith, maybe for Walker. Like, they seem to value Julian Strother a ton. They say no. What about if I throw in that first round pick? Would they do that? They do. Okay. I think that was worth it. I hate trading away Hayward Highsmith. I wanted to win with him, but I think it's okay. We made a lot of moves there at the deadline. So I don't love the backcourt's defense, but I do like Butler, Walker, and Bam, what they could be defensively. So let's go 34 minutes to Bam. Let's go 30 to Butler throughout the regular season, and we'll go 30 to Walker. Let's go 35 to Hero. 32 to Murray is fine. We're going to have Jaime Hawkins be the 6th man. Corey Kispert, Scottie Pippen. Yeah, we're going to go with this 9-man rotation. I like that. I honestly may just give like 5 minutes to Vince Williams, see what he can do throughout the regular season. And then I'm also going to tell Bam just to stop taking threes because it's not good. He's taken, yeah, his shot 3 tendency out of 6. We're bumping that down to a 0. All right. We made some big moves. Let's see if we can go out and win a title. Jimmy, we can re-sign. Yeah, so his money's going to go down by $30 million a year. That's going to save us some nice cash. So let's give Jimmy a 2-year extension. So Luka Doncic wins MVP here at the end of 26. Cooper Flagg is your rookie of the year for the Brooklyn Nets. Bones Highland, 6th man of the year. Wemby, Depoy, most improved Mobley, and Luka is your clutch player of the year. Wow, the Mavericks won 73-9. It's just another part that we got to try to hit if we even got to the finals. 73-9 is insane. Do we get any Miami Heat on an All-NBA team? We do not, unfortunately. Do we get Bam on an All-Defensive team? Yes, we do. And the Miami Heat ended up as the 3 seed in the Eastern Conference, taking on the 6-seeded Atlanta Hawks in round number 1. I believe these teams did play in round number 1 in 2022. Could be wrong, though, yeah, Bruce Brown is now in the rotation. We had to pick up somebody on the minimum, and I guess 2K threw him in there in the final weeks of the year. Love to see that. So we'll take a look here at the player stats as Jamal Murray averaged 21 points, 4 rebounds, 5.5 assists. I did wonder about getting De'Aaron Fox, and hey, maybe we use Murray as a bridge to get Fox because of the Bam Fox connection, but I didn't want to trade Tower Hero, man. He's been too good, and he's in his prime right now. Bam was a lot better since I told him to stop taking threes. There's 36-year-old Jimmy. Jarris Walker shot 36% from 3. And let's construct this playoff rotation. Jaime, I believe, can currently play, though, which is good. So, yeah, Bruce Brown, you are not playing for us in the playoffs. That is going to be Jamal Murray and Tower Hero in that backcourt. This is exactly how I want the starting 5 to look. For the bench unit, I think Scottie Pippen Jr. can get 15 minutes. I mean, Khalil Ware, you're going to get 15 minutes as well. Let's go 20 to Kispert and Hawkes. I would like to go 36 to Bam. We can go 31 to Walker. Let's go 35 to Jimmy, 36 to Hero. Honestly, let's go 33 to Jimmy, 34 to Jamal Murray is fine. So we're taking on Atlanta in round number 1. They have Trae Young, Daniels, Reese Shea, Johnson, Okongwu. There's Hunter and Max Strus, as well as Grant Williams. Max Strus, former Miami Heat. Damn, they beat us by 25 in game 1. Tower Hero drops 38 points in 33 minutes. Denver's the 5 seed with OG Anunoby. Oh yeah, oh my god, and Jokic just hurt. They're gonna get swept. Game number 2 against Atlanta. Well, they're not getting swept. They actually won that game. We ended up losing 119-107. This would be a disappointing upset if we ended up losing to this Hawks team. I feel like we should beat them, and we just lost the first 2 games in Miami. Game number 3. I mean, if we go down 3-0, it's over. It's over. Yeah, 123-118. Trae Young is just torching our poverty franchise right now. Ugh. All right, well, that's not where we want to be. Jamal Murray had a great game 3. Game 4 is going to go to the Miami Heat. We stay alive. At least we don't get swept. Jimmy, Murray, and Kispert all drop 20 plus. Bam and Hero combined 10 of 31 shooting. Game 5 goes to the Miami Heat. So we're still alive. Jamal Murray drops 28, 16 for Hero, 15 and 9 for Jimmy. Game 6, all right. They have blown a 3-0 lead, and we have forced a game 7. Oh my god, no, I meant to simcast that. Oh my god, and we lost. Damn. Bam at 26, 20, and 5. We ended up losing 106-95. Oh, Jimmy is so washed. I mean, like, those aren't bad playoff numbers, but it's just like we can't rely on him to be like Jimmy, playoff Jimmy. All right, Jamal Murray goes 4 of 20, 2 of 10 from 3, and we ended up losing in 7, which is disappointing. I got to go back to the drawing board here, as we're going to see Minnesota and Detroit in the NBA Finals. All right, let's see. And Cade, wow, carries Detroit to an NBA Finals victory. It's cool to see, like, 2K make Detroit really good in the sim. Like, when was the last time that was a thing, right? So Jimmy's obviously not going to retire. We gave him that 2-year extension. I wonder if I could have got him at a cheaper price tag as well. So do we get our first round pick this year? No, I believe that's actually going to go to Indiana from the Jarris Walker trade. They're at 23. Raptors, Kings, and Lakers are picking 1, 2, and 3. So Tower Hero has 1 year left on his deal currently. I'm not going to make any moves on draft night. I got to wait till after team player options, as AJ Debanza goes to the Raptors, Boozer to the Kings, and Darren Peterson to the Lakers. So we are going to pick up the team options on Ware, Walker, and Hawkes, as Luka and Trae Young are going to be free agents. All right, so De'Aaron Fox is just not signed yet in free agency. I was going to try to trade for him, but I can't if he's a free agent. So kind of screwed there. And I'm going to sign back Hayward Highsmith on a minimum, and I'm going to get Tower Kolek 3 years, $17 million. We're going to see Jimmy Butler regress down to an 82. Corey Kispert regresses as well, which is kind of odd. And Fox signed a 1-year deal worth 32 million with the 76ers. That's pretty frustrating because I was going to try to trade for him. So I think we're going to see how this team performs over the first half of the year. And then if I think I need to make a trade, I will, because I could trade for Maxey. They have Maxey, but maybe they're going to try to operate Fox and Maxey out of that backcourt. Shout out to having 2 Kentucky guards there. We're going to go Murray. We're going to go Hero, Butler, Walker, Bam. I think Jaime Jaquez, who's a free agent at the end of the year, could definitely be moved at one point. I think Khalil Ware could be traded as well. I'm going to go 15 minutes a night to him and Pippen Jr. I'm going to go 20 to Jaquez, 18 to Kispert. We may add a 10th man to the rotation. 33 to Bam, 30 to Walker. We'll go 20 to Jimmy throughout the regular season. 36 to Hero, 33 to Murray. I got 12 more minutes. Who would I rather play? I'm going to give Vince Williams, man. I don't trust his shot whatsoever. Kolek, but we don't need another guard, so maybe I'm just going to go Hayward Highsmith and see how this group can do. All right, I'm going to be making a big trade right now. Jaime Jaquez and Khalil Ware for Jake LaRavia, who's under contract for the next 3 years from the Lakers, and I'm getting Dalton Connect, who's in year 3 of his deal. I think I like Connect more than Jaquez. We're going to figure out the backup 5 spot, but getting Jake LaRavia will be nice for our depth going forward, because Jarris Walker currently has right knee tendonitis, so he's going to slide in perfectly as the starting power forward. And the backup center is going to be Deron Holmes, because I'm going to trade away Vince Williams Jr. and Trey Lyles to Denver for Holmes and Jared Butler. Sometimes you got to spend to make. Could I trade away Jamal Murray, 2 future first-round picks, and Dalton Connect for Darius Garland and Derrick Jones Jr.? They say no. All right, so I'm going to be trading Deron Holmes and Tyler Kolek. Well, we're going to be getting Robert Williams, who's going to slide in as the backup 5. We also get Leonard Miller in this deal. I think, yeah, I'm going to do this trade. It does stink that we're going to have Scottie Pippen Jr. out for the next 2 to 4 weeks, but hopefully he is back for the playoffs. And I honestly can't find any trades that make sense for this team. So, yeah, this is the team we're going to go with in maybe Jimmy Butler's final year. We'll see. All right, so Luka Doncic wins MVP. Cameron Boozer is your Rookie of the Year. VJ Edgecombe, 6th Man of the Year over there in OKC. Wemby Depoy. Chet drops 24 and 12 and is your most improved player. I don't know, man. I really wish I traded Jamal Murray last offseason. I thought that would have gave us maybe our best chance. He's making $50 million, so that makes him like one of the highest paid point guards in the league. And to our luck, he ended up getting hurt. Yeah, so I'm going to create the rotation, but he ended up breaking, what did he break? His left wrist, so he's going to be out at least round 1, maybe round 2. I may start Hero and Connect out there in the backcourt. Not good defensively, but we got the exciting whites over there. We're going to have Jimmy Butler start at the 3. I think Jarris Walker still started at the 4, but Jake LaRavia was pretty good this year, so maybe I'll start him as well. Like, maybe we win a playoff series, but I'm not sure if it's going to be more than that. I think we're going to go like 17 minutes to Scottie Pippen. Corey Kispert was terrible this year for us, so he's going to get like 12 minutes a night, actually. Jarris Walker, 20 minutes a night, that's fine. Let's go like 15 to Time Lord. Let's go 36 to Bam, 32 to Jake LaRavia. I'm going to go 35 to Connect, 38 to Tower Hero. Let's do 35 to Jimmy Butler. We're taking on the Nets in round 1. We have Tyus Jones, Cam Thomas, Cooper Flagg, Noah Clowney, Walker Kessler. I mean, this team's, I don't know. We should beat them, actually. All right, game number 1 ends up going to Brooklyn. We get blown out 121-95. They have Cam Thomas and Cooper Flagg. Dalton Connect goes 3 of 11. Jimmy Butler goes 2 of 12. Oh, no. Game 2 goes to Brooklyn, 115-100. 22 for Tower Hero, 15 for Jake LaRavia, 14 and 11 for Bam. Game 3 goes to the Brooklyn Nets. All right. I think we're screwed. Put me out of my misery. Are we about to get gentlemen swept? Like, I'm relying on Jake LaRavia to carry us through the playoffs. That's how bad it's gone to. I mean, I could play Jamal Murray hurt. There's no point in that. We end up losing in 5. We lose by 28 points. All right. So that was very disappointing. I do wonder what's like the next course of action for this team, because Tower Hero is about to be a free agent. Bam Adebayo sucked offensively in round 1. Jimmy Butler is just not the player he used to be. He's not a starter anymore. So, yeah, we're going to have to make some big changes this offseason, I guess. You got Minnesota and Cleveland in the finals, and the Cavs win in 7 with Mobley being your finals MVP. I was worried Jimmy was going to retire, but he does not. So we at least have Jimmy for 1 more year. It just sucks he's making $20 million because he's probably worth, like, the minimum now. All right, so let's see how this 2027 or 2028 draft lottery looks. So 2027, I don't think we own a first round pick. No, that is the first pick from the Rozier trade. So we will own, I think next year's technically if I didn't trade it away. But yeah, 22 we're gonna have to give to Charlotte. And that, like, in real life has been such a home run trade for the Charlotte Hornets, just because Rozier has been disappointing in Miami. They get off that $50 million contract they would have had to pay out because they were able to get Lowry's expiring. You get a first round pick who knows what the Miami Heat's future with Jimmy Butler, and then you also allow more touches to the young guys. So I think I'm going to hold off on making any trades right now. I think I want to see like where Fox ends up if I wanted to make a trade there. So we didn't have any draft picks. Number 1 pick was Curtis Russell going to the Rockets. He looks pretty damn good, and I kind of want to get like a better wing because I'm going to move Jimmy Butler to the bench this year. So yeah, Giannis, Jokic, and Towns are all free agents. We're going to give Jarris Walker the qualifying offer. I don't think I'll have any cap space to begin with. No, we could have a little bit, but that means I'd be saying goodbye to Tower Hero, which could be smart. I think we are going to honestly, like, I hate to do it, but I think I'm going to move Bam and probably Jamal Murray. I want to see if I could trade 2 future first-round picks, or we could try 1. Can I move Bam in a first for Jalen Duren, who would be my starting center, 23 years old, and I'd get Jaden Ivey, and I think him and Hero in the backcourt could work. If I do keep Hero, I can make Ivy the 1, and that could allow me to trade Jamal Murray for maybe a wing. So let's see if they'll do this. They're going to counter it. They want Dahl to connect. I mean, we can have D'Lo in this trade. I'd rather put in Kispert. Could we do maybe a first and Kispert, and I'll take on D'Lo? They're going to say no. They really want Connect, but I don't want to move Connect. I will move 2 first-round picks and a second in this deal. They would want, oh God, 3 first-round picks. I think if I'm going to go all in, I got to trade Bam. So this hurts. We're going to send Bam to Detroit, pair him up with Cade Cunningham, which is kind of cool. And Jalen Duren and Ivy both making $24 million is kind of sweet. And could I move Jamal Murray for Benedict Mathurin, a player I don't get too much, but I'd save about $33 million with this trade. The Lakers want Robert Williams for Kel'el Ware. Honestly, they'd be backing up Jalen Duren. I'd rather have Time Lord, but hey, welcome back Kel'el Ware to the Miami Heat. We are going to do that trade, and we do save some money there. I mean, could I sign Giannis? No, I can't. I'd be $22 million over the cap. So we do want to bring back a bunch of these guys like Tower Hero. Let's offer him a 5-year deal. And then I'm going to also make sure I get back Jarris Walker as well, but I'm just going to sign him after the moratorium phase. But we do get Hero back 5 years, 124. And we are going to sign Jarris Walker 4 years, $73 million. I don't really have a mid-level exception. I kind of do, actually. Honestly, could I get Aaron Nesmith? I mean, the Celtics are going after him. I wouldn't mind Najee Marshall. What was the year he had last year? 38% from 3, 7 points per game. Not too bad. I could get Bol. I could get Nick Richards. I mean, on the minimum, I might as well do that. I could get Ben Simmons. I'm going to get Markelle Fultz on the minimum. And I think I'm going to pay, I could pay Melton. I think I'm going to give Najee Marshall a 2-year deal. So let's sign hopefully these guys. We get Marshall, we get Fultz, and we get Richards. The team next year is going to be a little bit different, but we're going to hope that this youth movement can kind of make things work out. It's going to be Hero and Ivy. We're going to have Connect, but we have Mathurin, Jimmy, Walker at the 4. We have Laravia. We have Jalen Duren, the 2K Shaq. Here at Play Progression, Duren's an 87, Hero's an 87, Ivy's an 85. Like, I don't know if this team is good enough to go all the way. Like, Jimmy Butler, I mean, we at least can get him for 1 more year. I would have liked to have won a ring when he's going to be important. Like, he's going to be the 9th man in the rotation. I actually do like this team a lot. Like, Kel'el Ware is going to be the 9th man. Jimmy actually is going to be the 9th man, 10 minutes tonight. We got 15 minutes to Ware, 23 to Walker, 25 to Connect, 34 to the 2K Shaq. Let's go 27 to Jake Laravia, 34 to Mathurin. Let's go 36 to Ivy and 36 to Tower Hero. That is something. And we have like a ton of depth right now with Russell, Richards, Marshall, Pippen Jr., Fultz, and Miller in case anybody gets hurt. We are 3.5 star pace and space. I'm probably going to stick with that. Yeah. And as I'm recording this video, like the Suns just made a trade giving up their 2031 first for basically 3 first-round picks from the Jazz, which I think makes a lot of sense for both teams, as Phoenix is trying to get quantity back, and for the Jazz, they're getting, I think, hopefully for them, quality, because they're not going to draft 4 rookies every year. Very good start for the 2028 Miami Heat. Good start for Benedict Mathurin and Tower Hero. And we are here at the trade deadline with a 37-14 record. We have the best point differential in the Eastern Conference and the 2nd best in the NBA. Hey, that is very encouraging. I think it was smart to move Jimmy Butler to the bench, as our leading scorer is Benedict Mathurin, who will be back soon. He's really good. He's way better than his 84 overall displays him to be. 47, 39, 90 splits. Hero, 20 points, 5 assists, 4.5 rebounds, shooting 45% from 3. Jaden Ivey shooting 37% from 3, 18 points. Like, shout out to the 22 class with Mathurin and Ivy. Dalton Connect, gotta be the best 6-man in the NBA. 48% from 3 off the bench. The 2K Shaq giving me better numbers, it seems like, than Bam offensively. Maybe not as good defensively. Jake Laravia is really good. Jimmy Butler is honestly fine in his role. I think Jarris Walker is a name if I'm going to make a trade we could dangle here at the deadline. And I'm going to do this blockbuster trade with the Boston Celtics. I'm sending them Jarris Walker, D'Angelo Russell, and my 2030 first round pick. I'm getting back Miles McBride, who's shooting 36% from three, but gives us depth as well. And I'm getting KP, who's making $30 million for the next 2 years. They've been trying to trade KP for a minute. I'm going to change him to a power forward where he goes down, but him and I think Duren in the front court could be very good because KP's not a good center in 2K because he's not a great rebounder. Well, Jalen Duren is, and he can help him out there a ton. So Wemby wins MVP. This guy wins Rookie of the Year over there in Charlotte from Georgia. Kobe Pete, Sixth Man of the Year. Wemby Depoy, most improved as native men. I don't know how... Man, Connect should have won it over him. Kid gets Coach of the Year, so no Spoelstra, even though we were pretty good. NBA first team includes Dylan Harper on the Trailblazers. Second team includes Cooper Flag on the Brooklyn Nets. Third team, no Miami Heat, unfortunately. Bam does get on all defensive second team over there in Detroit, and we ended the season as the 2 seed in the Eastern Conference, so we dropped off a little bit. We're going to be going up against Bam Adebayo in the playoffs. Jimmy will not be starting, but yeah, we're going up against Bam, Easton, Asor, Grimes, and Cade. That is elite defensively with Holland off the bench, and they have Vince Williams as well. Miami Heat legend. No, he never really worked out here. But yeah, we had Mathurin as the leading scorer. Hero, Ivy, Connect, Duren. We're fully healthy for the playoffs, which excites me. We've had a ton of depth. We've had a ton of guys play this year. I think for the playoffs, though, we're going to go Hero, Ivy, Mathurin, KP, Duren. Jimmy, you're going to get 15 minutes a night. We're going to have Connect play a ton. We're going to have, I think, Ware play. Yeah, like I don't think I'm going to have Pippen or McBride or Richards. I want to go 9-man. I want Jimmy Butler to be at least somebody getting minutes, even though he probably shouldn't. 15 to Ware. Let's go 22 to Laravia. 27 to Connect. Let's go 33 to Duren. Let's go 28 to KP. 35 Mathurin. 35 Ivy. 35 Hero. Let's see if this team can make a run. Can we beat Detroit in round number 1? We do win game 1 by 12. All right, good start. Mathurin drops 25. Game 2 goes to Miami, 115-92. Mathurin 25. Duren 18-19. We do lose game 3 by 4 because Cade and Bam both go off. All right, game number 4. All right, thank God we do end up winning this one. 124, 115, 50 combined between Mathurin and Laravia, and we do end up winning at 5. We win 150, 123. Jake Laravia, remember the name. The dude is a stud. We're going up against Brooklyn, who beat us last year. They have Cooper Flag, Walker Kessler, Cam Thomas, Tyus Jones, Taylor Hendricks, a couple of former Utah Jazz players, but like it's just really Cam Thomas and Cooper Flag I got to worry about. We win game 1. We win game 2, 120, 110. There we go. Can we win game 3? Yes, we can. We win 158, 105. All right, we're looking for revenge. Jaden Ivey with a 28-point triple-double. It's like, you know that Ninja Turtles meme where I don't know the character's names, but it's like the master holding all like the small turtles' hands, and then eventually it's like the turtles become like holding the master's hand. That's like the young guys now holding Jimmy's hand after he's held this team's hand for so long. We do lose to Philly in game 1 here, who have Maxey, Embiid, Nate Ament, Clint Capella, Michael Murrison, Jabari. Oh man, we should beat this team. Embiid is washed. We know he is. We know he is. It's all Maxey on that team. Don't lose game 2. Okay, we win game 2. That is huge. We blow them out. Gives me a little bit of confidence. Game number 3 goes to us, 138, 102. 32 for Ivy. 20 rebounds for Jalen Duren. We win game 4. Boom, there we go. That is 5 out of 5 booms, and we are going to win in 5. We're going up against Memphis in the NBA Finals. 2K Shaq with Conference Finals MVP. Bam Adebayo could never. All right, so can we beat Memphis? We're not playing Scottie Pippen Jr., but it could be the revenge series. They do have Jalen Wells. Still, they have Edie and Zubats. Starting Michael Porter Jr. and Trey Mann. This could be good. They do win game 1, 138, 131. I'm scared we're going to lose game 2. Okay, thank God we win game 2. Oh my God, we won by 60. KP showing up to work. Let's go. He drops 32. Duren drops 32. 28 and 27 for Hero and Mathurin. We do win game number 3. Ivy drops 26. Double-double for Duren. We lose game 4 by 2. All right, Laravia drops 25. Oh my God, we're down 3-2. We lose by 1. No, don't let this happen. Please, I want to get Jimmy a ring. Please win game 6 on the road. Oh my God, I'm so scared we're going to lose this game. Oh my God, we're up by 1. Please don't lose this. Oh my God, we're choking. How are you guys choking? Are you up by 4? Come on, can we score? Don't blow this, please. Oh my God, you gotta be kidding me. No, I'm sorry, Jimmy. I'm sorry. I couldn't get you a ring. No.